Hi, my name is Paul Kim. I'm a 2L at Jackman Law. If someone asked me why law today, I'd probably say because law is something that's very prevalent in our lives and it's ubiquitous across all kinds of fields and practices. And yet people often don't know what the legal repercussions or the regulatory bodies or things like that are. And I think it's always nice to be knowledgeable and to bring more knowledge to your community and the people around you. And I think the good thing about law is that you get to advocate. And I think advocating can be for other people, but it's also learning to advocate for yourself, like being kinder to yourself, standing up for yourself first. And that helps you become a better person that can advocate for others. So that'd be probably my response for that. One thing I learned about myself while studying at Jackman Law would be that I tend to be quite impatient, which is not the worst thing, but I think it helped me realize that patience is, something that's very essential to life and the practice of law, and being more structurally organized and taking time for yourself and for the work you're doing and taking coordinated steps to kind of improve your work product or your school experience. Yeah. I think studying law helps you become more organized, and I think organization is key throughout 1L and 2L and hopefully 3L as well, and it helps you prioritize things a little bit different. So I think once you're met with a problem after studying the law, you recognize what you have to deal with first and how to kind of approach those problems. And I think that helps a lot in daily activities as well, not just law school related events. I think one thing I'm involved with at Jackman Law that challenges me the most is actually like faculty intramurals. I tend to be hyper competitive. I played baseball for about 10 years of my life, and I think playing intramurals helps you realize that having fun is sometimes more important than winning, and making sure everyone gets to participate, everyone has an enjoyable time, and making sure everyone's interests are taken into play instead of just the idea of like winning and getting the trophy is something that's challenged me but helped me become a better person. The thing I enjoy the most about being a student at Jackman Law would be the community, honestly. I remember in first year, in my first day of class, a professor told me that it's not the school that makes the students, but the students that make the school. And I think you learn to have an appreciation for your classmates, the different perspectives they bring, as well as faculty and professors, and even the building manager like Ricky, who I get to talk about, comic books and sports with all the time. And that's the kind of community that I think Jackman Law has. And it gives you a broader perspective on the legal profession and the work we get to do. And yeah, it helps you realize and ground yourself that it's a profession based on people and not just, the legal theories. I don't think there's one single moment, but I really enjoy coming into school through the main entrance and you walk into the atrium and there's so many people just in their groups having fun, laughing, and I think that's a perspective of law school that regular people don't always get to see, and people think that law school is all about studying and the late nights, but realistically it's about hanging out with your friends, and going to cool events, having the opportunity to film stuff like this. And I think there's just so much more to the law school experience than what you first see or see through like the TV and movies, and it's just like any other place where people just interact with one another and have a good time, I'd say. Yeah, I think my main goal would be to be a kinder person. We have a professor here called Anthony Niblett, and he used to always tell us in torts class, be kind to yourself. And I think that's an aspect of advocating for yourself. So I try to be kinder to myself, kinder to others, but also trying to find my New York and Hong Kong exchange housing, which has been a tough journey. Probably that you're doing a good enough job right now. I feel like law school is just full of such inspirational and great people and such intelligent people that sometimes you feel inferior or you feel like you're an imposter in your own faculty. And I think everyone truly belongs here, no matter what your grades are or where you went to undergrad or what you studied. Like, everyone's so distinct. We have a very diverse community and everyone belongs to be here and everyone's doing a great job, I'd say. So I'd probably tell that to myself as well.
Is there anything you would like to ask your future self?
I'd probably ask my future self how much I'm paying for New York housing, because it's gonna be an expensive amount. But other than that, probably nothing.